Well, it's my favorite junior captains again. So glad you could join me for our third lesson on becoming a junior captain. This episode will be focusing on seamanship. IMO flags. IMO means International Maritime Organization. These are all the flags that exist so that ships can talk to each other without having to ever talk and nod. So, what is seamanship? It's quite simple really. It's the skill, techniques, or practice of handling a ship or boat at sea. To have good seamanship means to have skill in and knowledge of the work of navigating, maintaining, and operating a ship. One of the major parts of seamanship is using and reading flag signals. These flags may just look like colorful flags, but really they're a language, a major part in making sure a ship navigates the sea safely. If you all are hoping to become serious junior captains, flags are going to have to be something you become masters at. So, let's start from the beginning, shall we? There are 4 types of flags on every ship. 1. The national flag. 2. The house or owner flag. 3. Alphabetical flags. 4. Numeral pennants. But for now, let's go into more detail about alphabetical flags and their meaning. A. Alpha, which means I have a diver in the water. Keep well clear and move slowly. B. Bravo, which means I am taking in or discharging dangerous goods. C. Charlie, which means affirmative or yes. D. Delta, which means stay away. I am having difficulty moving and might crash into you. E. Echo, which means I am changing my direction to starboard. F. Foxtrot, which means I'm disabled and cannot move. Please talk to me. G. Golf, which means I need a pilot. H. Hotel, which means I have a pilot on board. I. India, which means I'm changing my direction to port. J. Juliet, which means I'm on fire and have dangerous cargo on board. Please stay away. K. Kilo, which means I would like to talk with you. L. Lemma, which means in harbor the ship is quarantined. At sea, you should stop your ship immediately. M. Mike, which means my ship has stopped and is not able to move. N. November, which means negative or no. O. Oscar, which means man overboard. P. Papa, which means everyone should report on board as the ship is about to move to sea. Q. Quebec, which means my ship is healthy and I request permission to move to port. R. Romeo, which is a strange one. It doesn't actually have its own meaning. S. Sierra, which means I am moving back. T. Tango, which means please stay away. U. Uniform, which means you're running into danger. V. Vector, which means I need help. W. Water, which means I need a doctor. X. X-ray, which means stop doing what you're doing and watch for my signals. Y. Yankee, which means I am dragging my anchor. Z. Zulu, which means I need a tug. So, using all the flags we just learned, let's take a few minutes to practice spelling your own name in flags. Ready? Go! Well done, everyone! Now, can anyone tell me what these mean? Junior Captains and welcome AD Ports Group. And next up in the awesome world of flags, numeral pennants. These are flags that help sailors read numbers. Here we go. White with a big red dot equals 1. Blue with a big white dot equals 2. Big red, white, and blue up and down stripes equals 3. An easy way to remember this is to count up the number of stripes. Red with one thin white stripe going up and one long thin stripe going across equals 4. One big yellow half and a big blue half equals 5. Black and white going across the flag equals 6. Yellow on the top and orange on the bottom equals, can you guess? 7. A white flag with a thin red stripe going up and one long thin stripe going across equals 8. The most colorful flag of them all. 9. White, black, red and yellow. And the last one, 0, with one thick red stripe in the middle of 2 yellow stripes. Now that you're masters at flags, let's spend just a few minutes discussing knots. Knots are a way of connecting rope to different objects. Sometimes it will be another piece of rope. Other times it will be a hook or pole. And there are literally hundreds of different kinds of knots. But here are just 4 of the most important ones to remember. The bowline, which is used to form a fixed loop at the end of a line. Round turn plus 2 1/2 hitches, which is used to secure a line to an object. Figure of 8, which is like the bowline, is used to form a fixed loop at the end of a line. Taut line hitch, which is used to adjust tension on a line. And just like that, episode 3 is all wrapped up. Thank you for watching and learning all about seamanship, where we learned all about the different types of flags, the flag alphabet, and some important notes to remember. Stay tuned for session 4, where we'll learn all about protecting the marine ecosystem. See you next time, Junior Captains!